What up, people? Today I want to talk about a new Dex, but before we start, I just want to say to you guys, I'm not a financial advisor. If you make a trade on it, if you invest in it, it's all you. I'm here to chill my thoughts on it, to share my experience with it, and before you do something yourself, you just gotta research it yourself, but I'm just showing the project. So let's start today with Smardex. Why would I take Smardex? Well, Smardex could be the next Uniswap, PancakeSwap, and SushiSwap killer because of its solution of impermanent loss, and it's making an impermanent gain. So Smardex is a decentralized exchange that allows you to trade different cryptocurrencies without the need for a middleman. This means no more fees and no hassle for traditional exchanges, and on top of it, it's using smart contracts. What are those? Self-executing computer programs that ensure that transactions are secure and transparent. Now, we are talking about impermanent loss and gain. For me, it was something very hard to understand and even to look it up and to look into it, so I'll try to explain it. I've been looking it up for a while now, and basically what it is, DEXs are using it to provide liquidity to a DEX. So you deposit a pair of tokens into a liquidity pool. In exchange, you will receive liquidity pool tokens that represent your share of the pool. The liquidity pool enables users to trade one token for another, and the exchange rate between the two tokens is determined by the current ratio of tokens in the pool. So the exchange rate will be changed based on the market demands for the tokens. However, when the price of the tokens in the liquidity pool changes, your share of the pool's value may also change. This difference between the value of your initial deposit and the current value of your share is known as impermanent loss. So for an example, I've been looking it up myself because it's very hard to explain it, and there are tons of video about it. So if you don't understand what I'm talking about, you can look it up on another video because I'm not a professional in explaining it. So for example, if you deposit 1 Ethereum and 1000 USDT into a liquidity pool with a 1:1000 ratio, you will receive 1000 liquidity pool tokens. If the price of Ethereum increases, your share of the pool will also increase. But if the price of Ethereum decreases, your share of the pool will decrease. This difference in value of your initial deposit and the current value of your share is the impermanent loss. Overall, impermanent loss can occur when providing liquidity to a DEX, and it is important to understand the potential risks before participating in liquidity provision. Now, I want to talk about why is it an advantage to use Smardex? Well, basically, there are no impermanent losses and they will create an impermanent gain. That's kind of the conclusion of everything. So first of all, you'll have access to lower fees and faster trades compared to traditional exchanges. Secondly, you'll be able to trust that your trades will be processed quickly, securely, and at a low cost. And finally, you'll have a unique approach to mitigating the risk of impermanent loss and even turning it into impermanent gain. The conclusion of it is overall, Smardex is a decentralized exchange that offers a lot of benefits to traders, from lower fees and faster trades to unique approaches to risk management. If you're looking for a new way to trade cryptocurrencies, definitely check out Smardex. And it's very important to know that you can stake your Smardex as well, your Sdex. So I'm gonna show you guys how to do it. I've been doing it and it's kind of interesting. So let me show you this right away. I'm gonna move my camera. Overall, there is like 47 million total value locked of Sdex already. When I found the project, it was like 32 millions, and I was a little lazy to share it, but as well a little bit afraid, because you gotta watch out a little bit of what you share and chill, because not everything is as safe as we think. But this one is looking very valid. The team is pushing out very fast information. If you have a question, they are very transparent. They answer everything in the Telegram. They share everything on Twitter. I've recently won 50 bucks in BTC as well. They deposited to me as well. So I do trust the team. They are very open about everything. If you have a question, they will answer it. And that's something I like to see. Now, I like to say as well, they don't have a token locked for the team. So they bought everything themselves. If you have other projects, most of the time, the people that invest or create a project they lock a certain amount of tokens for the team itself to use the money for it, to invest later on into the project a little bit more, to finance it, for example. But this team has paid for 2 years in advance to make this project, and they bought their own tokens at lower prices. So if they want to make money off the project, they gotta work harder, because the price will only go up when they do their job, and they only make money when the price of the token goes up. So that's a good thing for me. Then let's take a look at what we can do at Smardex. I'm gonna show you how it works. It's literally the same as Uniswap and all the other ones, except you will have an impermanent gain and not a loss. So basically, if you want to make get some Ethereum and you want to switch it up to Link, you just put your balance, you do this, the maximum, I don't have money in the bank, for me, and you swap the tokens for a lower price than you do on exchanges. For the liquidity, as you can see, I am farming Gala and USDT because I'm a big Gala fanboy, and I didn't want to sell my bags of Gala, but I did want to make a little bit more Sdex, because I do think there's a lot of potential in the coin itself, and they show you what to do, what you are farming. Then these are the APRs of all the projects combined, so you can get Sdex, WETH, USDC, USDT, and if you farm those tokens, you put them in LP pool and you farm them, you can get a big return in Sdex as well. As you can see, here is my investment. I'm not showing it to show you guys that I have money. I'm just showing you that I'm invested in it. Then we have something else that we can do with the Sdex. I'm holding a little bag of Sdex as well, just Sdex like this. I bought some Sdex on Smartdex.io and I've staked it. And what is happening right now, when you stake the Sdex you own, you get a return of 54% a year, which is more than the banks do, and they automatically add it to your Sdex that you're currently holding, which means every day you get a little bit more return, because the amount of Sdex that you own will increase as well. So if you are thinking in 6 months, 1 year, this is one very big thing to do. It's very good because it's only a win-win situation. You only get more Sdex, and when the price go up, well, you'll have more of it. So for me, this is a win-win situation, and basically I'm just very excited to announce that I'm joining this Dex, and it's looking very promising. They are talking about the Uniswap killers, and you can see the difference inside of it. Your earnings are optimized on Smartdex compared to Uniswap, so they are always above Uniswap. They always gain, where Uniswap is losing some stuff. So if you want to think about using a new Dex or changing your Dex right now, I think Smardex is the one to be looking at. And that, my friends, is how I will close this little small video about Smardex. And I hope to see you guys in the future. Maybe I'll make some more videos about gaming as well, but for now, I'm out. See you in the next one.